So, welcome to the video. Today we'll be showing you how to do a DIY snake tub. And so we're doing this because we're getting some Het Sunset ball pythons tomorrow, and we need a place to keep them until we get our racks, which should be coming in about a month. So this is just a temporary solution, and should suffice for the snakes fine. All that's required is basic heating, a water dish, and we're going to use paper towels as the substrate. You can use coconut husks, you can use really anything that's safe for ball pythons. I personally am using paper towels because they're the easiest and cheapest thing to use. We just got this girl off of Craigslist about a couple days ago. We have her in a glass tank, which I know is not the ideal situation, but until we get our racks, that's what we're working with. She's got a pretty good sized hide, good sized water bowl, so I think she's doing alright. So these are the tubs that we got. Got them from Walmart, paid about $10 for both. The reason why I bought pink ones, because the clear ones would have been double the price, so saving money. They are 58 quarts, so it should be fine for 2 hatchlings. These are standard tubs. I just washed them out, cleaned them, made sure they were all safe for the python. So when you're filling these up, you should put coconut substrate if you have it. You can use a lot of substrates. I'm just going to use paper towels, because that's the easiest thing for me. One thing that I also forgot to mention is you should use snap-on tubs. So I'll show you. So when you get a tub, you want it to just snap. That way the ball python can't push his way out. And that way it'll be safe and he can't escape. All right, we're here in the stew. And we got one of these. So the reason why I didn't use heat tape is because, first off, this is just a temporary solution. We'll use heat tape in our full rack. It's coming with it. So I bought this just because it's cheaper. It arrived in 2 days, which is perfect time for us to receive the snake. Heat tape would work better, but since it's just a temporary solution, it should be fine. All right. Let's get into this unboxing. Yes, I just made sound effects with my mouth. All right. Cool. So it looks like it has tape, which is optional to stick on there. One good thing about these that I saw on Amazon, I think this is 6x8. Yep, 6x8 inches, is it comes with a built-in heating thermostat. So it doesn't tell you exact temperatures, but you can turn it up, have it on hot or cold. So we're just going to leave it not all the way on, but probably about 3/4 of the way up. We'll see how hot it is. I'll look at it. Just comes in with a standard plug. So use that. And since we're doing 2, got another one. Same brand, same product. I think this will keep those Het Sunsets really happy. And hopefully, in a few years, we can produce one. And while we're here, I might as well show you, I got a jump start as well. We got a Vivarium 300X2 for our actual rack, but it's nice to have one of these as a backup in case you ever need it. So this is just a jump start, the basic thermostat. It's about $30 on Amazon, super cheap. The Vivarium 300X2, that was like $200. So, and this does the exact same thing. The Vivarium just does 2 tanks, and it's a higher quality thermostat. Alright, so right now what you're seeing is the bottom of the tub. And what I'm going to start out with is just putting some paper towels down on the bottom. So I already cleaned this out with some vinegar and then sprayed it down with water so it doesn't smell too much for the snake. And I would just layer a couple layers of paper towels on. And you can also use substrate for this. Paper towels are just easy and really easy to clean. They're cheap as well. Boom. So I do about 2 layers on each side. And then I'll do some across. So 1 going across, 2 on this side. And then I'll probably do 1 more layer down the middle. Bam. And that's all for this first tub. Let's do the second one. Alright, that should be good for the next one. So now what we're doing is just drilling holes in the side. As you can see, I already have a few. And this is just so the animal can breathe. Don't want her suffocating. And I just kind of go all around the side. And it's easiest to do with the drill. Alright, so this is what we're going to use to put the heat pads on. The reason we're not putting them on the bottom of the tanks is just because, you know, don't want to burn my house down, so we're not going to take that risk. This is fine, and if we put 1 on each side, to have 1 here, 1 here, we can put 1 tank on one side, and then the other tank on the other side. And nice. it would work out. And that way the snakes would have a heat spot where they can go and be warm. Stick that thing on.
Ka-chow.
Stick that thing on.
I think I just broke it.
Bada boom. The snake will now have a warm room.
Nice.
Alright, beautiful. And so since we're doing this on carpet, we're doing it on a slab of stone so we don't catch anything on fire. And like I said, you probably would be fine just putting it on the bottom of the tub. We're just not going to risk it. Alright, so now that we have our base plate down, now we can put our tubs on.
Nice.
Perfect, yeah. And so now the snakes will at least have like a little heat spot in the corners. We're not professionals, okay? So
we have no idea what we're doing.
Do it the way you want. This is just how we did it. It probably could be done much better than this. So now, they'll just slide right against the wall. And they'll have that heat spot on both sides. Yeah. Okay, so and in this one, we're just going to add this hide for our new Het Sunset Ball Pythons. Add it right over where the heat is. And slide it back in. Bam. And for this one, we are going to add this hide. Just a super simple little hide.
We made it a while ago.
Bam. And that is done. Now when we get the snakes tomorrow, we will give you guys an update and put some water bowls in there. But for now, those are finished tanks.
I'm the singer in the band. You're the loser. I won't dismiss you out of hand.